Hello, I'm Joe from Cheap Joe's Art Stuff, and I've really learned to like and paint on Terraskin. And Terraskin is a paper that's made in Canada. It's made from stone. There's no water in the process, and it's totally green. It's just a fabulous surface to paint on. It's a little bit like Yupo in that it's slick, it feels like plastic, so it's a little difficult to work with, to get the paint to stay on there just right. I've had to work with it. This sounds funny, but the second coat you put on stays on much better and goes on much better. So the first one will kind of bubble up a little sometimes. You let that dry, then come back over it again, and it works like a charm. This is a commissioned piece that I did for a great friend of mine who wanted it for their home, and it's a little bit of my life in it too. This is Mrs. Brookshire's home that's on was on Brookshire Road before it was widened, near Cheap Joe's where we are. This was at Weinbarger's Mill, and they had a Christmas tree farm there. This is the church over at St. John's in Valley Crucis, North Carolina. This is a home near to it. This was my grandmother and grandfather's house right here, and their little wood sheds. And this was the barn that was down close to where my mother and father both grew up. This is my wife Linda's father bringing in one of his cows with his dog, because it seems like one's always getting out and he's having to bring them back. Well, there's no wonder, the fence is open, so I need to talk to him about that. Also in here are 7 hidden fishing flies. There's one here, there's one here, here, one in here, and one right over here. So I'm waiting to see if my fishing friend notices that and finds them or not. The Terraskin doesn't normally come this big in sheets. This is out of a roll. And we have the rolls, we also have the sheets, and we have 2 weights, I believe, a lightweight and a heavyweight. This is the heavier weight, which I actually prefer. And to get it flat, I rolled it the opposite way that it was rolled, because it tended, you know how they do, they would tend to want to go back, they have a memory. And then I laid gator board, which it's on now, a piece of gator board down, and I laid the Terraskin over it, and I put another piece of gator board on top of that, the same size, and then I put books on it, and I left it about a week, and it came out very flat. You can see how it worked that way. I'm now going to mount it to a piece of gator board that just fits it, and then we're going to put the little narrow shadow box frame around it, and I think it will be a nice little piece. I hope they like it, and I had a lot of fun doing it. A lot of fun. Thank you. Happy painting.